Howdy, y'all. Hey, y'all. That's the way we talk here in South Carolina. And that's the way we talk where I'm originally from, Western North Carolina. We say that a lot. Hey, y'all. Howdy. Howdy, y'all. Let's eat some grits. Let's get on with this review. Yesterday I did a review, and at the beginning of that review, I said that I wanted to talk about another fragrance tomorrow, which is today. That fragrance is. You ready? Are you ready? Ford Mustang Performance. See the little horsey? It's got a little horsey. A lot of people, I can just feel it. I can feel it. I can feel the people out there snicker and chuckle at this fragrance. I can feel the laughter out there. People mocking this fragrance. Well, I'm laughing at you and I'm mocking you because you don't have this fragrance and I do. And I like this fragrance and you don't have it and I do. So there. No, I could see why people would sort of chuckle at this because Ford coming out with a fragrance, I can understand that. But about 2.5 years ago, there was a guy that made a post on one of the fragrance Facebook groups. He made a post or a comment about this, and he thought the same thing at one time. He was like, I saw this somewhere on the internet, and I thought it was funny that Ford come out with a fragrance. But he said for some reason he ordered it. And he was so glad that he did. And he was excited talking about this fragrance. And he was like, y'all got to listen to me. He was like, don't not buy this fragrance because it has Ford on it, because it's really beautiful. And he described what it smelled like and how much he liked it. I actually read his comment and I actually really trusted his opinion, even though I didn't know him. He was really excited about getting this fragrance. So I was like, you know something? He seems really happy and excited about this fragrance. Nobody else has ever said anything about this fragrance. Nobody. He's the only one out of all these years that I've ever seen anybody comment or mention this fragrance. And I'm glad that he made that post, and I'm glad that I read that post, and I'm glad that I trusted him because that made me want to order it. So I ordered this fragrance. I ordered it. I think I found 100 ml online. It is actually still available. I think it's still the same price. It's between like 20 and 25 bucks for 100 ml. I went ahead and ordered it. I was like, I like that guy. I like what he said. So about a week and a half later, I got it. I opened up the package and went ahead and started wearing it. And I was like, I like this too. I really, really like this. And the longer I had this on, the more I liked it. It sort of a little bit reminded me of another fragrance that I like a lot. That fragrance come out in 1995. This come out in 2016. Let's see if you can guess. The fragrance that this reminds me of a little bit come out in 1995. The notes to this are similar to those notes. Lavender, mint, cardamom. Any guesses yet? These notes aren't in the 1995 fragrance. I don't think. Green notes, green leaves in the heart of this. Base notes, vanilla, musk, sandalwood. Any guesses yet? Lavender, mint, cardamom, vanilla, musk, sandalwood. Lamal. It reminds me a little bit of Lamal. I don't know if this is supposed to be a clone of Lamal. I don't think it is. I think it's just sort of a coincidence that they made this and it smells similar to Lamal. But it does smell a little bit similar. I'll tell you what I get from these notes. These notes of lavender, mint, cardamom, green notes, green leaves, vanilla, musk, sandalwood. The three main things that I get from this fragrance overall is lavender, cardamom, and vanilla. Those are the three main things I get. I get A little bit more of the sandalwood and the vanilla and the sweetness and the dry down. But those basically the three things I get overall in general. There's a little bit of mint. It's very subtle in the background, and just a little bit of the green notes, like the green leaves and the grassy green grass. I get a little bit of that also along with the mint, but it's very subtle. Um, this is so beautiful to me, and I'm so glad that he made that post, and I'm so glad that I trusted him because he was correct. This is really beautiful. Vanilla, lavender, and cardamom are very comforting to me, and this is a very comforting fragrance. Um, I don't care about how many compliments I get during a day or from a fragrance. I could care less about that. But this is a compliment beast. Every time I've ever worn this, especially to work, somebody's always come up to me and saying, "You smell really good. What is that?" And I would tell them. So if you like compliments and you want compliments, this is a compliment getter in my opinion, because a lot of people want to know what I'm wearing because they like it. Um, the quality of this surprised me. I wasn't expecting to get the kind of quality, especially from um, I don't know. I guess I had it in my head too that it's a Ford and it's very inexpensive, so I wasn't really expecting anything as far as quality. But the quality of this is actually really, really good. The blending is really, really good. I actually like this better than Le Male because this fragrance highlights some of the notes that I like more in this fragrance than in Le Male. Le Male has some other fragrances that are a little bit higher, but I like this blend better than Le Male, and I think the quality is just as good or better than Le Male, you know, as far as this. So everything about this fragrance is beautiful. Um, this is very comforting. I think most people would consider this more of a fall winter fragrance because it's really rich and thick vanilla, lavender, and cardamom. So most people would consider that more of a cooler weather or cold weather fragrance than I don't see a lot of people wearing this in the heat of the summer, except I would. I wear this. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside. I'll wear this in a heartbeat. But I'm just saying most of the fragrance community would consider this more of a comforting fall winter fragrance. That's what I think most people would consider this as. But this is like perfect. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the blending. I love the quality. I love how they highlighted the lavender and vanilla and cardamom, and then the mint and green leaves in the background with the sandalwood coming out in the dry down is perfect. Even the bottle, I love. The bottle is very thick glass. It's matte black. It actually doesn't show fingerprints that much, but this does a little bit. Um, Everything, the atomizer is excellent. Um, I love the cap. It holds in place really good. I don't know. There's no information about this really on the internet, but I think this might represent a piston in an engine. I'm not really sure, but I think that maybe what it is supposed to represent, which is pretty cool if you're a car guy. But this is like a huge thumbs up for me. I love everything about it. Everything. There's nothing negative I can say about this. Longevity, performance is average to above average. I'm getting 7 hours longevity, a solid 7 hours, and the it projects really good for a few hours constantly. It's not like huge in the opening and dies off. It's pretty constant for the first 2 hours. It pushes out pretty well a few feet. So everything is, I'm super excited about this. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I think a lot of people have no idea that this exists. And I think that's a shame because I think it's a beautiful fragrance. I think it's better than Le Male, which is humongous in the fragrance community. And I think this is maybe slightly better than Le Male for a fraction of the cost. Even performance is the same. and the quality is the same. So I want to get the word out there about this, and go ahead and laugh until you get it, and then come back and tell me you still think it's funny. And yeah, do that. I doubt anybody would get this fragrance and then actually literally still think it's funny and then come back and comment, I still think this fragrance is a joke. So if you do, if that happens, let me know. I would like to know that. Anyway, I will leave a link in the description on where you can get this. I think you can still get 100 mil for like 20 to 25 bucks. So that's pretty killer as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Peace.